Come to this beautiful place. It's so naturally so beautiful and so rich. This place is known as Akai Hut, and this place is the residence and samadhi of Sri Kala Krishnadas Prabhu, who was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's assistant during his South India Yatra. So after the incident that happened in the South India Yatra, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Kala Krishnadas Prabhu to leave Puri and to not see him again. So then by the intervention of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, he was given a service to go to Navadvip, give news to all the devotees of Navadvipa about the Yatra of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then reside in Navadvip and perform devotional service. So then he, after having taken darshan of Sachi Mata, meeting all the Navadvip devotees and performing his service, it is said that he came here and he started living here. He had his family, he had his children, he did bhajan sadhan here, and his samadhi is also in this place. So we see within the altar towards our left side there is a small samadhi, so in the ground. So that is the samadhi of Sri Kala Krishnadas Thakur. Yes, we see there is a beautiful pond over there. So that pond is known as Nupur Kund. Nupur means anklets. So there is 4 kilometers from here is a very holy place known as Sri Khanda. Sri Khanda is a land of Vaishnavas. So in that holy land, there was a person, a great Vaishnava Acharya known as Srila Raghunandan Das Thakur. And this Raghunandan Das Thakur, he is the son of Sri Mukunda. So this Raghunandan Das Thakur, such a great Vaishnava, he was a very small boy, maybe 5-6-year-old boy. And his glories was well known because it became very famous. A pastime happened in Sri Khanda that Sri Krishna deity that was in their house, he personally ate laddu from the hand of Raghunandan. And so this news went everywhere and everyone came to know about the glories that from the small boy's hand, Krishna directly ate prasadam. So everyone came to see that boy. So one among the many people who came to see that boy was Srila Abhiram Thakur. Now Abhiram Thakur is Nityananda Prabhu's very close associate. And the speciality of Abhiram Das Thakur is, if he offers obeisances to some devotee, and if the devotee is not a pure devotee or he is not an incarnation of the Lord directly, a Vishnu Tattva, then that person would immediately die. So it seems that Nityananda Prabhu's children, quite a few of them passed away when Abhiram Thakur came. They were newborn babies. He came and offered obeisances and they passed away. That was a pastime of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. So when Mukunda, the father of Raghunandan, came to know that Abhiram Thakur is coming to see my son, out of affection for his son, he got scared that my son may pass. So he locked him in a room. Abhiram Thakur came, he couldn't find Raghunandan Das Thakur. So with a heavy heart, he went back. So he came and sat in the courtyard of Sri Khanda. When he was sitting there under a big banyan tree, Raghunandan Das Thakur, somehow he came to know that this Maha Vaishnava has come to meet me. So he somehow escaped and he came to under the banyan tree where Abhiram Das Thakur was sitting. And when they both met each other, they were so much happy. They were very happy because Raghunandan Das Thakur was very elated to meet Abhiram Das Thakur, who is non-different from Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And Abhiram Das Thakur was so happy to see this small boy who is such a great Vaishnava. And they both embraced each other, they both offered obeisances to each other, and they both started performing wonderful kirtan. And just two of them, they were performing such wonderful kirtan dancing and dancing, both of them dancing in ecstasy, and they completely lost control. And when they were dancing in this way, that small boy Raghunandan, he was dancing so ecstatically that his anklet, it flew from his feet. It opened and flew, and it flew 4 kilometers away and came and landed over here. And it came with such a force, it formed a pond, it formed a big depression, and that became a pond. So therefore this is known as Nupur Kund.
This is Jagai Madhai's place. We should never feel hopeless in Krishna consciousness. All hope. We sing Kuveratmajo Badam Uttaiva Yadvat Tvayam Uchito Bhakti Bhajo Katocha Tata Prema Bhaktim Swakam Me Prayacha Namo Kshigraho Misti Damodareha. What did Kuvera, Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, what did they do to get Krishna Prema? Bathing naked in the pond with young girls? Was that their qualification? How did they get Prema? How did they get Sakshat Darshan, direct darshan of the Lord? By mercy of? Narada. By mercy of a devotee. So we should never feel hopeless, because the mercy of a devotee is abundantly available. Srila Prabhupada is giving us mercy, our ISKCON Acharyas are giving mercy. We get mercy from holy name, mercy from Murti, from deity worship. Mercy is flowing. We just have to catch some. Prabhu ki life. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Itai Gaur Premanande. Loudly. And also because everyone loved Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's hair, had most beautiful hair. Everyone wants beautiful hair in this world, right? It's a multi-billion-dollar industry to have beautiful hair. So who has some supremely beautiful hair? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they cried. The barber he could hardly touch Mahaprabhu's head. Then he began to cut, and he cried more, and his tears made his vision so disturbed he can't do the job. Took him all day. It's a 2-minute job. Zoop, 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 done. Took him all day because his tears were obscuring his vision. Everyone was crying. Demigods were crying. And Mahaprabhu, our life and soul.
After a long thought process, he gave him this name, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So, the meaning of Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
To give life to the jiva, to give chaitya, to give life to the jivas. With what? Krishna.
So that was what
So
Chaitanya
Krishna
Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya.
So in this way he gave the name Shri Krishna Chaitanya. And when Mahaprabhu took sannyas, when this name was heard, announced, everyone, they began to, the name was like spreading like wildfire. Gauranga, Nimai Pandit is now called Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Manmana, Krishna says, think of me. What's the practical application? See the beauty of the deity in the temple. And fix your mind throughout the day. Remember, what is Radha Madhav wearing? What is Panchatattva wearing? What is Prahlad Nishinga wearing? What is your own deity at home wearing? Fix your mind. Manmana. Bhava Mad Bhakta, become devotee of who? Krishna. This person right here in front of you. Krishna. Not this one, that one, the other one. Bhava Mad Bhakta. Mad Bhaktaha. My devotee. Who's devotee? Krishna's devotee. Madhyaji. Madhyaji means to worship. So deity comes, Krishna himself personally comes as deity, so we can worship him. Offer him arati, bathe him, offer him delicious food, dress him, offer beautiful scents, clothes, all the best of whatever we can imagine, we can arrange for the satisfaction of the Lord. Madhyaji. So Prabhupada said the same thing about Bhagavatam. Said we can worship this Srimad Bhagavatam with 16 upachars. Dupam, Deepam, Naivedyam, Argyam, all different upachars we can offer to Srimad Bhagavatam because idam Bhagavatam nama Purana Brahma Samhitam, directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead, incarnation, avatar of the Lord, in paper and ink. So Madhyaji, Krishna says, worship me. And Namaskuru, offer obeisances to me. And what is the result? Mami Vashasi, Satyam Te, I'm giving you this truth, I'm promising you. Pratijani means Krishna is giving his promise. Mami Vashasi Satyam Te, Pratijani Priyosime. I'm giving you this topmost knowledge, most precious knowledge, because Priyosime, because you're very dear to me. So this book distribution is our tradition all the way back to Srinivasa Acharya. To Bhaktivedanta Thakur. Did what? Published Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his life and precepts, and he sent it to McGill University in Canada, Montreal, Canada. Book distribution. Bhaktivedanta Thakur is also a great preacher. He had 500 Bhakti Vriksha, Nam Hattas under him. He's a very powerful preacher, absorbed in preaching Krishna consciousness to establish Dharma by writing books and distributing books. This priceless knowledge we find in pages of Upanishads, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Itihasa. Priceless knowledge we have at our fingertips. And it's meant to be distributed. And this is the history of our sampradaya. This is what Srinivas is doing, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, prodigious writer and distributor of knowledge, and our Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. I am so grateful also to be on this tour. Actually, we signed up some time ago and I was a little worried about traveling with a small child, but this tour has been organized so nicely, very comfortably, in such a way that we can just come to these wonderful places and immediately just absorb ourselves into the wonderful, spiritual, peaceful mood of these different places.
So I was just with Mayapur tourism and we went to Katwa today and we went to the place of where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he took sannyas, and it was a very great experience. I would say that I learned a lot about our Acharyas that I have not heard before.
Right now we are visiting a few temples. We had great guides, a very nice prasadam, very nice group.
We were fortunate enough to get the association of Prabhupada disciple, Sarvadik Prabhu. So we could hear the pastimes and we could really submerged in the bhakti. So it was very nice. So we are looking forward for the next yatra as well.